Do you expect the government to shut down?
I think the Senate got off at least to a good start. We were in a positive frame of mind moving forward when the interruption occurred on the floor of the Senate by one Republican senator, and in the House by the inability of the Speaker to get a majority for anything. Funding our government, the critical services, depends on a bipartisan approach, Democrats and Republicans working together.
I'll bet on Kevin McCarthy any day, and we certainly have time yet to go. But he's in a very difficult position because the holdouts keep saying to Kevin McCarthy, don't bring bipartisan bills to the floor. We don't want you to use Democrat votes to try to avert a shutdown. But they're using Democrat votes to try to cause a shutdown. The Republicans need to vote for Republican bills, and we can avert this shutdown.
We Democrats believe very strongly it's when you make a deal, you live by it. And the Speaker made a deal. McCarthy seemed to be backing away from the deal because 5 or 6 people on his side of the aisle seem to be calling the shots. The tail wagging the dog is not the way you do this.
It wasn't an easy deal. I mean, just from the transportation side alone, it meant us accepting cuts that Republicans were demanding to programs that we wanted to use to fund more roads and bridges and airports. But we made that deal, and all we're asking is that they live up to that deal. The shutdown is being used by some House Republicans as leverage to get budget cuts over and above the deal that was made.
Our poll found that more Americans would blame Democrats for a possible shutdown than Republicans. How do you explain that?
I just don't think that's how it's going to actually play out in a Republican shutdown. This is because Republicans on the Hill can't even agree among themselves. If they can't be organized enough among themselves, if the House Republican Conference is in such chaos that they can't even accept a deal that they supported earlier this year, or in the words of one House Republican, take yes for an answer, then I think Americans are going to see very quickly how we got in that situation.
I called it a month ago, and I said we're on a path to a shutdown because Speaker McCarthy wants that and President Biden wants that. Everyone feels as if this is a political problem that they can just blame one another. Who's going to get hurt the most is the American public. So we have to come together and we have to pass appropriations bills. Continuing resolutions don't solve the problem. They just kick the can down the road.
But the reality is we had the whole month. September 30th came upon us, and it happens about this time every year, ma'am.
Yeah.
And yet we had our head in the sands and we didn't do anything about it. And now we're up on that. And now the folks that want to keep their word to their constituents, we're the bad guys. And all we want to do is have responsible government, ma'am. Every year we do this, the temporary. We say, and the latest strategy is to say, let's not call it a continued resolution. The American public won't know it. That's ridiculous. Or they say, let's pass the CR, continued resolution, so that we can stop passing CRs. That's like telling a crack addict, we're going to give you more crack to keep you off of crack. It doesn't work, ma'am. If they want to do their duty, they're all struck on doing their duty, tell them to pass a budget.